Welcome to the channel of Contemporary Literary Review India. In this interview, I am with Miss Jyoti Jha. Jyoti Jha is an MBA by education and has worked with several corporates, including Infosys and Whirlpool. She has lived in the USA and UK for more than a decade. She started writing very recently. Jyoti participated in the Write India Season 3, a series of recognizing emerging writers run by the Times of India, and consequently, she became a winner. Since then, Jyoti has written two books, The Realms of Human Emotions and Around the World Through My Lens in English. Her upcoming book, Anandi, is a debut novel in Hindi. She has been a panelist and guest speaker in several talk shows, including I Am Lucknow, IIT Delhi, IIT Jammu, and Christ College, and several other talk shows. Before I move ahead, please subscribe to our channel. Hello, welcome Miss Jyoti Jha to our channel. Would you please introduce yourself in brief to our audience?
First of all, thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you for inviting me to this prestigious platform. And my name is Jyoti Jha. I'm an HR turned author, and I have worked with the corporates like Whirlpool and Infosys in the past. And then I went globetrotting with my family, and I have stayed in the UK and USA for about a decade. And I came back to our home country a couple of years back. And since then, I have ventured into the field of literary world. I've started writing, and I have come up with three of my books.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you
Because
so much.
it's great to take this, means it takes actually great effort to go on this journey of writing. Okay.
Yes.
Since when have you started writing fiction?
Uh, see, I have had a literature ingrained upbringing where my parents have been writers themselves, and
Oh,
the school syllabus, yes, and the school syllabus that was given to us introduced us to a lot of literature. So I've always been deeply inclined towards reading and writing. And I always had a deeply cherished longing to, express myself through words. But somehow it never happened. Life kept changing and taking its own turns. However, I participated in Times of India, Write India Season 3 a couple of years back when I came back to India. And that's when I wrote my very first piece of fiction. That was a short story. And that was my very first piece that I contributed to literature. And luckily, it gave me a winning trophy in Write India. And
mhm.
it became my lucky uh, piece, lucky piece.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Times of India runs these
Yes,
series on regular
yes,
basis. Okay,
yes,
so you participate there and won.
yes,
That's
yes.
great. That's great. So, okay, I will come to that point as well, because what was that project or that book? So, okay, no issue. What are the chief topics or subjects in your writing?
Mhm.
Because see, as a writer, there are many people who have some ideas or great ideas, concept. So what are those subjects or concepts in your writing?
See, I am still learning as a writer, and I think it's exploratory every day, and it's a continuous learning process. So most of the ideas and thoughts that I try to express is has been. It started with fiction writing, as I said. I wrote contemporary stories. I wrote speculative fiction, and then I also blogged a little, where I wrote about women empowerment, women supporting women, and I wrote about travel, pets, and also in my regular column at the Literary Mirror, I write on topics like family, love, relationships, relations, and I have written some movie reviews, book reviews, and in my books, generally, I have covered travel, And I believe that human emotions are very important as a writer and also as us being human. So most of my stories, they revolve around human sentiments.
Mhm.
And in my upcoming book, it's a symbolism of women empowerment. So majorly these are the topics that I have covered so far, but of course writing is liberating and it's quite exploratory. So every day I've tried to explore as many ideas as
That's great, because see, as a writer, yes, you have to evolve, okay, each day.
yes.
And as you experience with life and with realities and the society, so we evolve likewise. And at the same time, we uh, weave our stories and characters likewise. Right. Yeah. So, can next question is, okay. So yes, that is actually very much related to the first question, this previous question. Like, as a writer, do you drive your characters by any logic, or you think that, okay, they unfold themselves gradually during the process of story?
See, firstly, it begins with an idea. We have a concept and we start writing, and we think
Mhm.
that this is how the story will flow. But I think the story takes its own course once we start writing it, and accordingly, the characters start developing. So for me, especially, it happens that I write a story and characters develop on their own because I drive inspiration from everything and everyone I can observe around me. So it shows in my writing because most of my characters and incidents are inspired from real life and mixed with my pigments of imaginations, of course.
Mhm.
And yes, but I try to keep a logic to it so that readers can feel connected to the
Mm.
stories and characters that I'm trying to portray.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
that's how the characters develop for me.
Mm-hmm. See, why I ask this means a few questions are very much similar to almost
Yes,
all the writers, because generally there are writers like who have some ideas and they drive
yes,
the characters
yes,
accordingly. But there are writers as well who focus on concept or ideas, and the
yes,
characters evolve on their own. So these two
very
things
true,
are there in the story line.
very true.
Okay. So can you share little details about your books? Like as you mentioned that you have got 3 books published until now.
Yes,
So
yes.
just a little brief about each book, like 2 sentences, 3 sentences, so that
Uh,
our audience can understand, okay, what you are
yes.
bringing for them.
Yes, I feel lucky to have come up with 2 books, and third is already on the way because I've heard that books take so much longer to come to the market from the day it is conceptualized and the day it is printed. So I've been lucky so far, and I want to remain that way. So my very first book started at the time of COVID because uh, I began writing, and around the same time we were facing this pandemic situation. So that's why my travel, I have been a traveler for a very long time. So confined within the 4 walls, that there was a deep longing to see the world. And I think it was for everyone. So that's when I was inspired to come up with a travelogue where I have jotted down some beautiful places from around the world, from India and Europe, USA and Japan, so that it gives a hope to the readers that the world is beautiful, it's out there, and they will be exploring it all over again. So with that motive, I came up with the travelogue. And then my second book is that is Around the World Through My Lens. My second book is The Realms of Human Emotions. It is a collection of 7 stories. And as I said earlier, that my stories revolve around human sentiments. So as the title itself indicates, every story has a predominant human sentiment and
Mhm.
the layers of sentiments that we have at any given point of time. So, and how those sentiments affect our behavior, situations, the relationships around us. So that I have tried to portray through those 7 stories in my book. And luckily, the book has been quite well appreciated by the audience in some media channels.
Okay, okay.
And my very third book, which is upcoming, I debut in the Hindi literature with my third novel.
Okay.
It is a it is a story of a girl who is raised and born and raised in a small village of a remote state in India, and how her life struggles and how she flourishes through it all the adversities and all the setbacks that the family and society portrays for a girl child, even today and a few decades back. So through that, I have tried to symbolize women empowerment and the importance of education and self-reliance,
Okay.
especially for girls.
Mhm.
So that's my third.
Coming to your books published until now, so
Mhm.
which book you think is the best one from your pen? Because you have written 3 books. Okay, so
Yeah.
you would be thinking like that some book is selling at a very
Mhm.
high volume, or
Mhm.
but still you considered, okay, no, this book is the best from my pen.
Mhm. Yeah. That's very difficult to say because I know publishing a book has a different motive for every person. Some people want to sell so many books. Some people only want to express uh, aptly what they think they have the idea and concept. And if they are able to express themselves, it's good enough for them. So for me, writing has been liberating, enriching, and it has been a learning process, self-discovery, and and it has been healing for me. So it's very difficult to choose from my books because all 3 books are 3 different genres and they cover 3 different topics, and they are all part of me. They are part of, it's like every book is part of my soul. So it's very difficult to choose among them. And I think, yeah, and I can't say which is best because if I say this is best, I think maybe I'll stop in learning and growing. With every book and every piece of writing, we learn a lot, we grow a lot. So with every book, I have learned, grown, and I have evolved as a writer, and a long path ahead still for me. So I would say all books are equally important for me, and they are
Okay,
the best
okay,
I could do in the genre, and there are many more to come.
okay, okay, okay. Okay, then which is selling in good number? Do you have any record?
Uh, we do get the records from our publishers. So I would say both the books have been doing great around the world through my lens and the realms of human emotions. They have
Okay.
their own time zones. And for a particular time zone, because in the realms of human emotions, the book, when it was released, within 10 days, the first print was entirely sold out. So
Hmm.
that was quite an
Okay.
achievement for me,
Yes,
my
yes.
publishers, and my PR.
Really,
And
really.
around the world has also sold many copies. So I
Mhm.
would say both the books have different kind of readers. So have they have been doing good.
Okay, okay,
And the third book is yet to come out. So and then I'll be able to tell which book is
okay,
selling
okay,
more.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's great. So, which writers do you think influenced you much? Because as a writer, obviously, you might be reading so many
Mhm.
books or so many writers.
Yes, yes.
So, uh, whose influence is on your views or ideas?
See, as you said, I would completely agree. To be a good writer, you need to be a good reader as well. And as I said earlier, that I have had a literature ingrained upbringing, and in my school also, from my very first childhood days, I was exposed to so
Mhm.
many writers and legends like Munshi Premchand and William Shakespeare. We read Leo Tolstoy, we have read Anton Chekhov, and we have read Ruskin Bond, Roald Dahl, and there's so many legends that we have read. So
Mhm.
all those writers, any book and any writer that I come across, they equally inspire me and they influence me every day
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
be a better writer. And then there
Mhm.
are so many more. Mulkraj Anand, the stories that he has written. And then we have Panishwar Nath Renu, we have Hilal Shukla, we have Alice Munro, Jhumpa Lahiri, Amish Tripathi, so many writers.
Mhm.
So
Right,
have,
right.
yeah.
Okay, so do you read any contemporary writers? Because this is a very important point from my point of view, because I run this journal and which is named as Contemporary Literary Review. So this means that my primary focus is to promote writers of contemporary time. So are you reading any contemporary writers? If yes, so mention some of them.
Yes, when I was in the UK, I used to spend lots of time in the quiet libraries there. It has a different ambience, and as a reader and aspiring writer, it was very enticing and intriguing for me. So then I used to read Salman Rushdie, I read Paulo Coelho, I read John Grisham, Agatha Christie, James Rollins, James Peterson. And coming back to India here recently, I have read Jhumpa Lahiri, I have read uh, Chetan Bhagat, Amish Tripathi. I have read Kiran Desai. I have read Arundhati Roy, The God of Small Things, and Sudha Murthy. I like to read her because she is able to express in the most simplest way the greatest of ideas. So I deeply admire her work as well. And I'm yet to read so many more Vikram Seth, Arvind Adiga, White Tiger, and Shashi Tharoor, and Kavita Kane, Devdutt Pattanayak, Kavi
Okay.
Subramanian, Anand Neelkanth. There's so many of
Okay. Okay. That's great to know your ideas about all these stories. Thank you very much, Ms. Jyoti Jha. Okay, so it was a very nice talking with you, Ms. Jyoti Jha. So I believe that we had a very good discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It has been a complete honor, quite a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Welcome.